Alright guys, we have made it to Tirta Empul, which is the Holy Mountain Spring Temple. And it's 9 a.m. and it literally just opened, and I'm hoping to get there before the tourists get here because I want to show you around. It's really, really cool. It has a beautiful story, but I'm going to tell you that in like 30 seconds. The temple complex actually has these baths that are lined up, I think it's 11 of them, that line up from west to east. And the idea is that people, the Hindu Balinese, will go into the waters and then go step by step to all of the waters, except for the last two because those are reserved for funerary services, to purify them of their sins. Another really cool thing is the fact that this temple was actually built in the 900s. And it was originally established because there was an emperor or a king who was telling the people that they could not come and worship and was killing all of the people that were worshiping. And the temple is actually the story of the good and evil, the good of the people who were still trying to worship, and then the bad of the king who had left his footsteps while he was telling the villagers that they could not worship. And so when the temple was created, legend has it they had drunk from a spring that was contaminated by an angered god. And then when the king finally goes like, hey, I can't do this anymore, please forgive us, a spring came up to purify them of their sins. And that's the story behind the springs that are right behind us.
Something else to also keep in mind is that you need to wear a sarong coming into the actual temple area. And to go into the temple, they actually provide you lockers to put your bags and cameras because no filming equipment is allowed. I don't even think they allow cell phone cameras.
No.
But we're gonna respect that, and I guess we're gonna go into the
waters and catch after. Alright, so just kidding on the no cameras thing. Apparently everybody in here is with their camera, but now it's our turn. Ooh, this is so cool. Ten cuidado, este escalón tiene musgo. Vale, que aquí es donde se cayó la luz, ¿no? How's the water, babe? How's the experience so far, Daniel?
Interesting. It's pretty cool. It's kind of confusing to know what to do, so I've just kind of been watching people and following the lead. I don't know what else to say.
Before entering this temple, you actually need to pick up your hair. I was overhearing a guy, and they said something along the lines of how witches back in the day who were practicing black magic would come in here and try and get stronger, and I guess they had their hair down, and so now they make everybody put their hair up so that they're not witches, I think. Let me know in the comments below if you actually know what's going on. The temple here is actually really cool. We came in, you have to tie up your hair, and you also have to be wearing a sarong that's dry. So if you're coming to Pura Tirta Empul, make sure that you come and check out all of the grounds of the temple first before you go into the baths to actually get wet. Otherwise, you have to do what we did and wait like 30 minutes for your clothes to dry before coming in. Also, they play some really cool music. You can't actually walk into the temple, like the pretty stuff you can only kind of see from the outside, masked up by gates, because obviously it's being reserved for the Balinese Hindus that are actually coming here to worship, which I honestly think is really nice.
Well, we are gonna go ahead and wrap it up here at the temple, go grab some food, and then off to the next place.
Yeah. We left the temple and literally we're just like on our way to our waterfall, but we're starving, so we're like, okay, we need to stop and get lunch somewhere. We stopped at this like really inconspicuous place on the side of the road. We parked. We even had to ask, like, is this a place that you go eat? And they're like, yeah, park. We walk in, guys. It is beautiful. It's called Warung de Koi. We are sitting on a gazebo over a koi pond overlooking rice paddies on a mountain. And it's gorgeous. They have like this really peaceful music. When I want my waiter, I grab this like stick thing and hit that, which I'm not gonna do yet because I haven't even looked at the menu. I've been so busy looking at how beautiful this place is. It's just crazy. So pretty. And the prices are not that bad. I mean, they're more than what you would pay, like obviously anywhere else that's not a restaurant with a koi pond overlooking rice paddies, but like by $1 more. Like that's the difference. So excited. Calling our waitress. Do you keep hitting it until someone comes, or do they like no? Maybe I can like sing. They don't put like a little stick thing and sound maker if they don't want people to be making music with it. I kind of want to do it to the beat. It's always awesome when you not only randomly stop here and it's beautiful, but when the food looks like this. Literally, our nasi goreng came with satay, came with some egg, came with some sauces. They gave me extra sauce. Oh, I'm so ready to begin. Should I just go for it?
Now that we finished a delicious lunch overlooking the rice fields, and my mouth is finally done being on fire because I put way too much chili on my meal, we're gonna make our way to the next waterfall. So we have made it to the waterfall. Now it's time to figure out where to go in.
This one's called Tukad Cepung.
Yeah.
It's apparently in a cave. And if people try and tell you that this is like a hidden waterfall, they're lying.
So many tour groups are already here.
The walk to the waterfall is really beautiful. You have to go down a whole bunch of really steep stairs, and then there's this gorgeous stream that follows the entire walk, and then you're like under a canopy of trees. It's just like straight out of a movie, you know? Yeah. It's just beautiful.
Something that no one really ever tells you about is that fruit right over there. That is a jackfruit, and that is probably the like of the smaller ones we've seen. They're usually like 3 or 4 times that size.
Yeah, and fat and spiky. Like seriously, I've seen jackfruits here in Bali that are like my torso and just fat. This place is ridiculous. I haven't even seen like the actual waterfall per se yet, but you are in the middle of what looks like Jurassic Park. It's just these like canyons or cliffs with nothing but like greenery covering them, water dripping down them, a little stream going through here. So beautiful. So freaking beautiful. So guys, when coming to this waterfall, make sure that you bring water shoes and not just flip-flops. I'm like one of those stubborn people that think that I can like live life in flip-flops because I was like living in Thailand or whatever. Just do it. Like my feet really hurt. Like there's some super sharp rocks in here. So bring water shoes. Don't be stubborn. Don't be mean. PSA brought to you by Chase for Adventure Productions.
So we're like going through these massive cliff areas where there's water pouring down on us, and we're like, those are just massive boulders blocking the way. How do you get to the waterfall? Let me show you. Come with me. This is so cool. I love having to go through little passageways.
Right?
To get to.
Guys, the waterfall is incredible, but in case you're wondering, there's like a line of 30 people to take a picture that we're in. So pretty though. Yeah,
and it seems really worth it, and everyone respects the fact that like we're all trying to get that picture with no one else in it.
Exactly, and therefore nobody's in it. It's just you waiting in line forever.
But apparently you have to come here at like 6:30 a.m. just to get here when no one else is here. And I guess that's when the waterfall actually opens.
Which is crazy.
Good to know.
Yeah. I'm not doing that.
Nope.